questions 1 through 10 on the 2015 Grade 10 Cayley Math Contest. The value of 2 times 2015 minus 2015 is, well, 2 times 2015 is 4030. Then subtract 2015 from that, and you'll get 2015. So the answer to number 1 is A. The expression square root of 1 plus the square root of 9 is equal to, square root of 1 is 1, the square root of 9 is 3, 1 plus 3 is 4. Number 2, the answer is D. The base of a rectangular box measures 2 by 5. The volume of the box is 30. What is the height of the box? So you have a box that the base is 5 and 2, and we have a height, of course. The volume is given by length times width times height. In this case, it would be 5 times 2 times h. And the volume they've told you is 30. So this becomes 30 is equal to 5 times 2 times h, which is 10h. And dividing through by 10, h is equal to 3. So number 3, the answer is 3, and that's choice C. In the diagram, R lies on line segment PS. The value of x is, well, this is 90, so if this, say, is y plus 90 plus 50 is 180. And therefore, solving for y, we get y is equal to 40. And now, these two, because they're angles about a line, they add up to 180. So x plus y is 180. Y we just figured out was 40. So it's x plus 40 is equal to 180, and therefore x is equal to 140. So number 4, the answer is D. The bar graph shows the number of provinces and territories that joined Canadian Confederation during each of 4 40-year time periods. If one of the 13 provinces or territories is chosen at random, what is the probability that it joined Canadian Confederation between 1890 and 1969? One of my high school running coaches, he was born in Newfoundland, which is a province on the eastern part of Canada. And I was in high school in Ontario, but he used to always tell me that he just made it. And what he meant by that is that Newfoundland joined Canada in 1949. So that's what that bar graph actually represents the province of Newfoundland. And he was born in 1950. So that's what he meant when he said he just made it. And I asked him, I said, well, what about people who were born before 1949? He said they were actually part of Newfoundland that was not part of Canada. It used to be part of England. So just a little history lesson there. This one, the one territory that joined in that time period was, I believe, Nunavut, which was 1999, I think. And of course, all the other would have joined either in this time period or that time period. Anyways, going back to the question, probability that a randomly chosen province or territory joined in this time period. Well, how many joined in 1890 to 1929? From this bar graph, it looks like 3. And then how many joined in this time period? Well, it was just 1. And that was Newfoundland. Not that you need to know that, but just wanted to mention that. So 4 joined in that time period. And the total, they tell you, is 13. So 4 out of 13 is the answer to this question. Number 5 is B. If a squared equals 9, a to the 4th equals, well, a squared is 9, square both sides, and when you do, you get 9 squared, and that would make a to the power of 4 equal to 81. Or if you prefer, you can individually solve for a, take the square root, and you get 3, and then take 8 to the power of 4, which is 3 to the power of 4, and it will give you the same result, 81. So number 6, the answer is B. The expression 3 plus 1 over 10 plus 4 over 100 is not equal to. Well, I guess we have to add this fraction first, and let's see what we get. So, getting a common denominator, multiply top and bottom by 10, and multiply top and bottom here by 100, I guess. So that would give me 314 over 100. And there's various ways of writing this, right? So one way is just to have the 3 by itself and then the other part as a fraction. And that is what they've done here. So this is equivalent. So that is not one of the answers, not the answer. 314 over 100 in decimal format is 3.14. So that is equal. So that's not the answer. 5 over 110. Well, that doesn't look anything like this. So that's probably the right answer. But let's just go through the other ones. 7 over 50. Well, that's just this part reduced to lowest terms, 7 over 50. That's all that is. So that is equivalent. 157 over 150 is this chopped in half, top and bottom. 157 over 50, as you can see. So that is equivalent. So the only one that's not equivalent is this one. 7 is C. Violet has 1/2 of the money she needs to buy her mother a necklace. After her sister gives her $30, she has 3/4 of the amount she needs. Violet's father agrees to give her the rest. The amount that Violet's father will give her is... Well, initially, she has x over 2, where x is the total amount that she needs, the amount of the necklace, I guess. And then she has half. She has initially a half. And then she gets $30 from her sister, and when she does, she now has 3/4 of the total amount that's required to buy the necklace. And then later, her dad gives her the remaining amount to bring her up to x, and that's what they're asking. Okay, well, we already have the equation, so we got to just solve. So that means 30 is equal to 3/4 x minus x over 2. So that means this is going to be x over 4. And therefore x is 120. So 120 is the cost of the necklace. So let's retrace our steps. If 120 is the cost of the necklace, she initially had 1/2 of that, so she initially had $60. Then her sister gave her 30, brought her up to 90. She needed to get up to 120, and her father agreed to give her the amount to bring her up to 120, and that obviously means her father gave her $30. Number 8, the answer is D. John goes for a jog every 3 days. He went for a jog on Monday, January 5th. He went for his next jog on January 8th. What was the date of the next Monday on which he went for a jog? Let's make a little calendar for ourselves. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then Monday, January 5th is the first Monday. And then every third day, right, he goes for a jog. So he's going to go for a jog. Here, I'll put J for jog, 1, 2, J for jog, and so on, right? Like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So now let's count the days in terms of the date. 7, 8 here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So the next Monday on which he went for a jog looks like the 26th. So number 9, the answer is C. In the diagram, square PQRS is 3 by 3. Points T and U are on the side QR with QT equal to TU equal UR equal 1. Points V and W are on side RS with RV equal to VW equal to WS equals 1. Line segments TX and UY are perpendicular to QR, and line segments VY and WX are perpendicular to RS. The ratio of the shaded area to the unshaded area is... Well, I'm sure you know how to do this the long way, which is just figuring out the areas. I'll show you a quick way, which always helps since on math contests your time is limited. So, as you can see, what I did was I cut that into smaller squares, 9 of them. And all we have to do now is just count the number of shaded small squares and unshaded. So when they're asking for the ratio of the shaded area, area of the shaded region, to the area of the unshaded region, area of the shaded region, well, it's this square, this square, this square, that, and that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shaded squares. The unshaded squares are these guys right here. There's 3 of those. And that's it, 6 to 3 or 2 to 1. So in a very quick way, you can figure out that. And number 10, therefore, is A.